So the first two songs were off the EP. I forgot to talk about that. Hello, It's Me is just a song about my journey of faith, and I'll tell my testimony. Oh, this is the testimony time. We switch songs, didn't we? Okay. So when I was a kid, I went to church. We all went to church. My brothers and sisters sitting up here. I don't know where Bob went. So we went to church when we were young, and my mom worked at the church. She played the big pipe organ. You're going to be sitting here a while, brother. And she sang in the choir. And what did she do there? Books? She worked in the office. We don't know what she did. She was there all the time. So we didn't have daycare during the summer, so we got to stay at church during the summer. So we were at church all the time. Wednesdays, Sundays, summers. I did a lot of Bible camps. And, I got introduced to Jesus when I was there, like we all did. We all got baptized when we were babies. I started playing drums when I was, 6, 7. And my brother gave me this fantastic drum set that, well, where is he? This is supposed to be for him. He gave me this drum set that he had. It was a nice one, Ludwig Sparkle. I think I got that right. He educated me on that when I was did a couple of podcasts. And that was a good drum set I gave you. And I started playing drums in the basement of my parents' house. God love them. I pounded on those things every day. I didn't do sports. I played music. And when I was 16, I played in my first concert. Well, that wasn't a concert. This is a concert. I played in my first bar, I guess. It's different, right? But I had the itch. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a big rock star. I wanted to be Van Halen and have all the money and the big house and the fame and women and whatever I wanted. That's what I wanted to do. So, 17 and a half, I think I moved out of the house. And I see. It's my grandchild. You're going to see them a lot tonight. I moved out of the house, and I started playing in rock bands and all over the place, and that's what I wanted to do. And I got married young, and we had kids young, and so I had to work and try to do the rock thing, and it was tough. I wasn't around a lot. You guys are going to learn some stuff about me tonight. It's not all good. But, I was gone a lot. When I worked during the week, I was gone on all the weekends. I missed a lot of the kids' stuff. I wasn't a very good dad. I wasn't around very much. And I wasn't a good husband. And when I was playing in the bands, I was a rock and roll guy. I did the drugs and alcohol, and I had an affair, and I was just not a very good person, and I wasn't very good to my kids, and it was tough. And I battled depression a lot, and my job was horrendous. I mean, it wasn't a great job. It was just super stressful. And I got to a point in my life where I was just done. I didn't want to be here anymore. So I woke up one Sunday morning. I'd been going to this church off and on with my neighbors. And I got up one Sunday morning and said, that's it, I'm done. It's too much. I can't do it anymore. My marriage is falling apart. My job's stressful. I'm battling depression. I don't want to do it anymore. I woke up and I had every intention to get in my truck and drive real fast into something real hard. And somehow I ended up in that church parking lot. So I thought, well, I better go inside and get right with God before I go do what I'm going to do. So I went inside, and it was full like this. There's a lot of people here. That's pretty cool. Sorry, sometimes I see a squirrel. I got to follow it. And I went into church, and it was pretty full, and I went in the back, and I sobbed, and I cried, and I asked God to tell my family, to help my family, forgive me for what I was going to do. I wanted them to be okay. So I was praying for them to forgive me and praying for them to be okay. And something changed. Then I started praying for me. I wanted to be forgiven for everything I had done. And I didn't think I should be forgiven. I thought I'd done too many bad things. I was not savable, I guess. But then I started praying for myself And I asked Jesus to come into my life that day. And no one did this, but it felt like somebody put their arms around me and said, it's not your time. And I got up and I walked out of that church, obviously, and I drove home. And my life changed, but it didn't, a lot of people get saved and their life changes. Boom. Everything changes. Everything I was doing bad's gone, right? I'm not doing any of that stuff anymore. Mine was kind of a gradual thing because I was still going through a divorce. And I was still trying to help my kids, and it didn't change for me right away. I changed as much as I could, and over time, everything went away, but eventually got divorced. I don't want to say I was estranged from a couple of my kids, but we really didn't talk much. We didn't have the relationship we had when they were on sports and stuff. And I got the divorce, and then I was looking for somebody new, and I wanted to find somebody that was strong in their faith because I knew that's what I was missing. I got saved, but everything didn't just change right away, right? So I found Michelle. Yes, we met online. I know, it's weird. It's very weird. It was a Christian site, though, right? Pretty sure that's what she told me. Yeah, Christian Mingle. It was not that. Oh, it was Zoosk. Probably didn't even exist anymore. And the story she tells is she was just about ready to take her profile down. Somehow she came across me or something and read my story. And I said, what makes you think that was true? Everything I'd put on my page. And, okay, it wasn't the first date because I get corrected on a lot of stuff. I must have a bad memory or something. But I'm going to say the second date, she took me to church. Third? Somewhere there. It was early. It was early, and it was the end of the year, and it was a huge mega church, and the sermon was all about money. I thought, oh, here we go. You guys got all this stuff, and you're asking for money. But then the worship team came on. I went, what is this? What's going on here? This is pretty cool. So we went back a couple more times, and eventually we moved up here to Wisconsin Rapids, and we joined Crossview here. This is our church. My family's in here. All of my family. So first church I've ever been a member of. James, my buddy up front here, drugged me up to meet Ryan, who's back there running the slides, and said, we're going to take you up there and you're going to talk to him. I said, oh, okay. Because you have to try out here. They don't just hire anybody off the street, apparently. So he introduced me to Ryan, and Ryan called me in, and I did my tryout thing, and lo and behold, he said yes. I don't know why, but he let me join the worship team. I'd never done that before, but now instead of watching that cool stuff, I'm part of that cool stuff, so that was neat. Michelle now teaches Sunday school. We're in life group, and most of my life group is here tonight, if not all of them. They're all here. Everybody's here. They're all here. So my whole family, and my family's here, and my family's here, and my family's here. And 2 years ago, God said, I want you to do something different with your music, and I want you to do it to honor me. I went, okay. We went to Life Fest, which is a big Christian festival they have on a weekend. And I heard all these Christian bands, and I had no idea what they were playing. It was good. I liked it, but I didn't know any of the songs, So just like when I tried out for worship team, man, I've never worked so hard on songs in my entire life than a week to come up here and play on a Sunday. I worked hard. I listened in my car every time I went. It was crazy. I was practicing 4 or 5 hours a day. It was nuts. Now I got them all, but so I got done with Life Fest, and I said, honey, I'm gonna do something different with my music. I feel that God's telling me to do something different with my music. And then life happened, and nothing happened, right? So last year, we went to Life Fest again. And I kind of felt like God was going, why are you not listening to me? I told you I want you to do something different with your music. So I'm going to use Ben Fuller as a vessel to get you off your butt and do something for me. And I saw Ben Fuller, and he brought me to tears. I mean, he was singing to God. He was getting the people to sing to God, and his words were just unbelievable. And I went home, or went back to the hotel. We're staying in a hotel. And the next morning, I don't know what time it was. It was pretty early. It was super early. I tapped Michelle on the shoulder. Hey, are you awake? It's probably like 4 in the morning, I don't know. And she didn't move. So, hey, are you awake? Honey, are you awake? She goes, what? I said, I think I wrote my first Christian song. Oh, that's nice. I'll listen to it later. And this is it. This is really my salvation song. It kind of talks about my journey. And Bryant and I are going to redo this in January when I come in XDP. Right? You just found that out? It was a tap that did it. See? See, there's another one. Oh, that's the same one. So it's called He Rescued Me.